Hello everybody and welcome to the CGF and Beaver show. He's Beaver, I'm CGF, and the show's proudly brought to you by betezy.com.au. CGF and the Beaver are still, well, Moonee Valley wasn't kind to us.
CGF, I'm still in tears. I got punished.
It was a bit of a slaughterhouse.
Oh mate, I had nothing. I backed more seconds than, I don't know.
I had a massive argument with a guy in the marquee saying that Seamus Reward couldn't win. It shouldn't be in the field with the Cox.
Oh yeah, you mocked it. We had a discussion the night before and you said, can't win, shouldn't be in it. And Beaver says, I might have a saver on that. Guess what? Too many sherbets by the last race. Get rid of it as the last race. I didn't get on.
It was a big day at the Manicato on Friday night, and then the Cox Plate the next day. And my voice is a bit croaky because it's still suffering. But we had a good time.
We did have a good time.
Thank you to Betezy. We are going to focus on the 4 Group 1s at Flemington this Saturday, Derby Day, which traditionally is probably the best day's racing in Australia, or any day's racing. 4 Group 1s and a stack of other Group 2s and 3s.
Yep.
There'll be 100,000 people there, the tradition opening to the Melbourne Carnival. While I remember too, we'll be doing a Melbourne Cup special on Monday night for the site. Yep. So if you want to get all the good oil, and we'll have the Flying Scotsman back in the chair with Beaver and myself, and the 3 of us will just analyse the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
Should be a cracker.
We're going to look at firstly race 4, the Coolmore stud stakes over 1,200 metres, Group 1. This is a stud making race these days, and a little birdie told me the other day that Zoostar has been sold to Whitten Stud.
Wow.
And that if he wins this, I think that might be his last race.
Yep.
So so we'll see. Zoostar's paying currently $1.95. What do you like?
Zoostar.
Zoostar, yeah.
Looks hard to beat. However, Melbourne apparently didn't trial very well down the straight this week, CGF. So
no,
don't know whether you hold much into that.
No, he didn't. But his track work on Tuesday subsequently was very, very good. So I was listening to one of the racing programs, and Wallace said, "Yeah, look, he didn't go that great, but he certainly picked his game up on Tuesday and thing."
So
I mean, it's a good field.
Yeah, it is a good field. He does look a cut above him. Not listening to me's in it, which cost me plenty on the weekend. Should have won. Got chopped out, got to the lead, and just got picked on the post. So that had me crying. But Zoostar for me.
Zoostar for you. Rightio then. So we're both with Zoostar. That brings us to race 5, the Mackinnon Stakes over 2,000 metres. Some of these horses going on to the Melbourne Cup. I've got to say, not a good field. Very, very, very average bunch of animals.
Correct.
There's a couple of good ones, but I mean, I've got to say, this is a, $500,000 race. So I'd be really disappointed.
Yeah.
I've had a look at it. I don't think there's too many that can win.
No. It's only 3.
I think Jetaway can win, but I've ended up going with Dear Demi.
Yeah, I think Dear Demi's a good price given its run in the Caulfield Cup.
Yeah, $9. 3rd in the Caulfield, 3rd in the Underwood. That form holds up well against this lot. And let's be honest, some of these are just bloody handicappers. Solzhenitsyn, I'm not sure he's going to get 2,000 metres.
Yeah.
That would be my
concern there.
Jetaway, yep, good chance. And have a stand at 1 well at Moonee Valley, but,
I think Jetaway will win CGF. I think its run last start was a pretty good one in the Caulfield Cup.
I don't think it was a good one. I think it was a phenomenal run.
Yeah.
He took off. And
way too early.
The fact that he was still going
at the end
tells me that he's got a lot of upside.
It was pretty impressive.
No, I agree with you.
The bookie boys tell me here that we just took 10,000 on him to win the Melbourne Cup at $27. So that's a good go.
And what's he paying for the Mackinnon roughly at the moment?
Mackinnon is about $3, $3.10.
Yep. No, he'll be all over it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think too many can win this.
No. Well, you wouldn't be worried about side glance, Morayan, Moriarty.
Correct.
Really? Yeah.
Right then. So Dear Demi and Jetaway brings us to the Amy Victoria Derby over 2,500 metres. This is a very, very good competitive field. Actually, one of the better Derby fields I've seen.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple that can win it. What do you like?
I'm going to go Savvy Nature, purely because it was about the only winner I got on last Saturday CGF. So I'm going to stick with it. I think the $4 to $4.50 to $5 is pretty good value at the moment. Probably getting a bit better price because it's drawn wide, as has Complacent. I think those two might just come down to fight it out. But there is a few other chances that could be hard to beat. San Diego's not without a chance. It was a pretty good run last start. Yeah, but I'm going to go for Savvy Nature. Stick with where I earned me harder than last week.
I'm going to go with Complacent. The barrier 16 doesn't really bother me over 2,500 metres. You got to posse up somewhere.
But it's a short run to the first band.
Sure.
And Complacent will probably want to go forward a bit.
Yeah.
The Savvy Nature might just drop back and get a card in.
I do remember going to the Derby a few years back, and I backed Ted Turner in the Derby. Darren Beaton was on, and he ran third, absolute certainty, beaten. And the wide barrier did cost him. He got too far back, and he came flying. He made up with it, won the AJC Derby in the autumn. But I'm going to stick with Complacent. I'm not sold on Savvy Nature, even though I backed it on Saturday, but that was 2,000 metres. The one that I actually, I think the other two that I really do like are San Diego and Polanski. And Polanski beat San Diego fair and square last time. And the other thing that I like about Polanski is he's got one Bowman on him. And Bowman's had a habit of winning this race very nicely. So, look, I think, you're getting, Complacent's paying $5 at the moment and Savvy Nature's $4.50. The last two times they've raced, Complacent beat Savvy Nature. So,
but the 500 metres extra, like some of these haven't gone up further than 2,000, so the 500, it just sorts them out. There's plenty going back.
But if you look at your breeding, authorised is far more bred to Complacent, who's out of authorised, far more better bred to run a 2,500, more like a 3,200 metres than, say, Savvy Nature. Savabeel was good at 2,000 metres, and you can see that, and even on Saturday's race, with about 400 to go, he sprinted on them and said goodbye.
Right, yeah.
If you can do that at the end of 25, then he'll kill the slot.
Yeah.
Should be a
good race.
Fairly interesting race. That brings us to race 7, which is the Myer Classic for fillies and mares, set weights, and this has drawn a very competitive field as well. After much looking at this, I've gone a bit rough here. I've gone Zonza.
Yeah, good win last start, CGF. I thought that was a danger.
Drawn, and the reason I went on this one was that it is drawn in 2.
Yeah.
Now, Cameo is in 3, and we know Cameo is going to go forward. Based on Saturday, it ran a great second.
Another second for the Beaver.
Another second for the Beaver. So I think Cameo will go, and I think Zonzi can sit in behind. It led at Caulfield, but it doesn't have to lead. It's by Zabeel, so we know that 1,600 metres is not going to worry it. You can't dismiss Red Tracer. You can't dismiss Catkins for that matter. And there's a couple of others. It was a great win. But I'm going to stick with Zonzi, and the $9 will do me nicely.
Red Tracer for me, CGF.
Yep.
Look, last start was enormous. It was an outstanding win. Set weights. I've tried to find something can beat it. I don't know where. I mean, the only worry is probably the 1,600 hasn't won over that distance before, nor in Melbourne at Flemington. So that's a bit of a concern. But geez, on last start's win, third up, it's pretty hard to go past. I think probably the main danger is Fire Up Fifi.
Yeah, but the biggest thing in Red Tracer's favour is the set weights.
Yeah,
it's meeting these way better at the weights. There was a handicap of carrying 62 and Zonzi would be carrying 51.
Yeah, that's right.
So to be carrying level set weights.
So if it handles Flemington and the distance, it's good night, Irene.
Yeah. Look, there's no question. I just gone value on the race.
Yeah. And it's not.
It would definitely be in my multiples, no question at all.
It's not a shocking tip, CGF.
What else have you got for us, mate?
I've got a couple of others that I think are worth a bit of a go. I've gone Flemington race 8. I'm going to stick with Chiaramonte, paying around the $10 mark. Pretty open race, this one. Look, certainly beaten last start. Meeting a better field here. But at the value, I think it's a very good each way chance. And one at Rose Hill in race 8, King Cobia from the Waterhouse stable, about the $4.20 mark. That's the one, the get out one at Rose Hill for the Beaver.
Good stuff. The bookies have given us a few. WA race 3, number 9, Believe in Me.
Believe in Me.
Oh, sorry, Believe in Me.
Yes,
sorry, I thought you just misspelled it.
No.
Sydney race 4, number 3, Hidden Warrior, getting about $5. The Flying Scotsman's been keen on in Melbourne. Race 8, number 8, Albrook at $14. I tipped it out a couple of weeks back, and it ran 3rd, and he's still keen on that. And Brisbane race 5, number 10, he's a Jet Setter, named after Beaver, $7. Yep. So there's one there at each meeting that the bookies go.
WA,
yeah, race 3, number 9, Sydney race 4, number 3, Melbourne race 8, number 8, and Brisbane race 5, number 10.
$4, $5, $14, $7.
Exactly.
Get on the Scotsman.
What's your best bet of the day?
Hucklebuck, race 1 at Flemington. Good horse. We'll be winning. $2.50. Beaver's going to load up early and have plenty for the rest of the day.
CGF's best comes in the last. So if you've made money with Beaver and you've done all right during the day, or you need to get out stakes, I've come up with a horse that's currently paying about $7.50 and $2.50, and that is number 10, Strike the Stars. Won last time at Ramwick. It's been a bit of a gunner horse. 23 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 2, but it's run second in the Australian Guineas down there, and I just think that a horse that forgot how to win and just won is a good bet to follow up on. It's not a bad field. Riva Delago, Galar, Lune, Outlandish Lad. There's plenty of good ones.
I did back that last start. Yeah, beat Betezy.
That's the one. So Strike the Stars is CGF's best bet of the day each way, and I think you'll get some chocolates. Anything for us, mate?
Yeah, mate. I'm gonna throw one out there for the punters.
Yeah.
Beaver's best bet. If you back Beaver's best bet, $25 on Beaver's best bet. If it gets done, I'll give you back your $25. But you've got to email the Beaver at betezy.com.au and let me know you've got on, and I'll give you your money back if it gets done. I'm pretty confident, Hucklebuck.
Good stuff.
So that's a free bet to get you going at the start of the day.
Rightio then. Remember, we've got the Melbourne Cup special. That'll be up on the site by about 8 o'clock on Monday night once the fields come out. And
that's if Bernie,
our producer,
does his
work. He's been a bit slack lately. We apologise for any production.
Bloody angry tonight.
Yeah, no, well, got a head like that, you would be angry.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, thanks very much. Bet responsibly. Have a great weekend. And remember, go to betezy.com.au. Cheerio from CGF and the Beaver.
Bye for now.